I don't think there was anything I liked about Sorry Safari at all. This is a 1962 Gene Deitch Tom and Jerry cartoon, and usually Gene Deitch's Tom and Jerry's are hit and miss. Sometimes there'll be things about them that I like, there'll be things that I don't like. This one, I'm struggling. I guess the backdrops were pretty okay. It certainly had that kind of jungle vibe to it. And the hats, Tom and Jerry looked very cute in their hats, but beyond that, I really didn't care about it. Tom has joined a human character on Safari, and honestly, the human characters in Deitch's Tom and Jerry's are always appalling. This is absolutely no exception. He actually really annoyed me. Not just the way he looked, I don't like the way Deitch animates human characters in Tom and Jerry, but the way he acted, the way he sounded, I just hated this character. And Jerry has also packed himself in the luggage along for the ride, and they encounter various animals which are very oddly coloured. Deitch clearly likes to have fun with colour palettes and mixing things up, and that's not always a bad thing, but it just feels out of place and just a little bit too like the cartoon wasn't being taken seriously. That's not to say that they have to have proper colours for things to be good, but it's just kind of got an almost gimmicky feel to it, as if they didn't care about the cartoon, so they just threw whatever with it and shrugged their shoulders and thought, it's Tom and Jerry, it will do well. And unfortunately, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I didn't like the narrative. I mean, Tom and Jerry on Safari is not a bad narrative in itself, but the actual progression of the narrative I didn't like, the pacing of it. The pacing was consistent, but I didn't care for it. And the human character, I can't abide him. I actually cannot abide him. I think this may be the only Gene Deitch cartoon that I've seen so far where I actually hate it. There are some that have come close, absolutely, but definitely this is high up there as probably one of the worst Tom and Jerry cartoons ever. I only have about 10 left to watch. It's scary how many I've seen. And honestly, so far, this is a possible contender for the worst one ever.